Hello, this is Ami, the intuitive. Let me see what we see. Thank you for allowing me to be in your experience. So today's Let Me See What We See. I would like to start with the quote. Passion is oxygen of the soul. Butler. Passion is oxygen of the soul. That's so true indeed. So today's energy word I would like to give a focus and share some idea is Nekki. The heat and energy. What does that mean? That's the focus of today. And before going there, I like to do some meditation, breathing exercise that consciously breathe in the air and let it out with no longer needing energy. Helps us get grounded, being current, and updating our awareness. So before doing so, let us give our attention to our being here now, from top of our head and coming down all the way to the toe and connecting to the ground. So to being current here now. So let's give our attention to the thought, what you're thinking right now, just scanning from top and what you're seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling. Is any memory coming to you, or are you feeling something? Just to observe and notice. And then coming down to your stomach and the hips. If you're sitting, do you feel the chairs or floors or something connected to your body, and then your feet all the way down to the knee, and then feet to the ground. So let us take a long deep breath from nose slowly, and then let that out from mouth slower. And normally when we do so as in a meditation, we are closing our eyes. However, this one, I highly recommend you to open your eyes both sides, wide awake when we do so, and then give our attention to a breath. When you take it in the air from nose, and just give your attention to the air coming into your nose, and then let that out. Everything else, what you're seeing, hearing, just put that aside. All right? So that's the exercise of giving a focus to a breath, and then that allows our brain to function, accessing in the way of mindfulness. So it's more of observer, self-observing our physical being, and then giving our attention to the breath. All right? So let us take a long deep breath from nose, counting 1 now. 2, 3, hold it. And release slowly from the mouth. One more time. Counting 3, 1 now. And release. So when you started to think about something, just adjust your focus to the air coming into your lungs and inside of your rib cage and stomach, and then just give your focus to the circulation of the oxygen, which is the energy coming in and out in our physical body. All right? With the silence as the last one. Go. Thank you. So, today's energy word, key word, is Nekki in Japanese, composed by 2 characters. One is heat, and the other is energy. Heat and energy, it becomes the meaning of enthusiastic, passionate energy. So, again, this is the time for you to get relaxed and observe what you are noticing. So I am here to share some keyword and idea to relate to energy, because everything is made of energy. Our physical body, thought, event, people, creation, everything is made of patterns of energy. So the way to relate to these patterns of energy, when we can use that conscious intention and creation, we can redirect that pattern of energy to create, navigate as the way more aligned to a better resonance. So the energy moves where attention is given. So when we give our focus, attention, energy moves into that direction. If you give a focus to pain, and then pain grows. If we give a focus to joy, happy, that energy grows. So the key is to a choice that how we give our attention to the particular chosen energy pattern that resonate to what we would like to create, which is our goal, wholehearted wishes, and certain deadlines or the planned achievement. So the exercise is to notice the energy pattern, which is our observation skill. And the human consciousness is only 5%. And using this 5% of consciousness to observe that energy so that we can redirect our attention to shift that patterns more aligned to that chosen goals. So what we can do here is to start in here now where we are, what we are. In order to do so, it's wise to observe our observer, allow our observer to observe what is here now. So that is what is that exercise in what we are observing. We need to notice what our observers are observing. So that's the paradoxical layers that we have as an conscious unconscious and an observer self. Observe what we are noticing, feeling, thinking. So my wish is for you to get relaxed. However, your observer self being active. That's the reason I suggested you to open your eyes when we are doing the meditative mindfulness exercise, breathing exercise consciously. So listening what I'm sharing the idea from Japanese energy word. So when you listen and if you're resonating or non-resonating to your value, your choice, your creation, that's only you can choose. And then use this as a mirror so that will help you to get to know what your observer is observing your value as is. You know what I mean? So in order to do so, it's like it's important to get relaxed, and I'd like you to bring this your favorite drinks. I'm having my coffee here. To just get relaxed, however, to observing, you need to be active to consciously knowing where we are, where you are, what your value is, because everything is changing and we are changing. The yesterday it was resonating, no longer the case for today at this present moment. So being here now, present moment, is a good exercise and to good place to start with. Okay, so today is the heat and energy, passionate energy. So it comes down to what is passion. According to today's quote, Butler, he says, passion is oxygen of the soul. I think that's totally resonate to my body. It's so true. The passion is something within us, the sparkle, the energy within us, and it's like an energetic chemical that resonates to be ignited this energy as a passion, and it's unique to each of us individually, so that it's the chemistry to connection with the wholehearted wishes, like when you have something like desire what you like, and then some element or energetic pattern comes resonate to that desire, and then that passion is ignited. So it's unique to each of us and what we like, what we love about the event, thought, creations, anything that experience in our life. This chemistry matching of the energy is right there. So if with between the inside of us, and then that's sort of like a hobby or work or something that we can be so drawn to do, continuously do without effort, taking action because it's just fun and exciting, and that's aligned to the passion to do something, be in that alignment in the physical as a person, as a human, or with other person if it's the one person, particular person, the significant person in love, and that's the passion and the romance or love. That's another passion feeling, the hot feeling. The hot feeling is the chemistry of the particular energetic patterns in the other human being. And then something somewhat it's different for the chemistry of the connection and resonance to each individual, each person. So that's what we call as a soul connections or soulmate, or spirit knows about the whole person's energetic patterns and composition as a person, biological, chemical person, personality, as a whole being is resonate. So that's also create the passion, the hot feeling in the love with the other human being. So the passion is something that we feel, that energetic resonance to particular existence of the energy of the event of the person. So this heated energy we use in Japanese word as an Nekki. So when we love about something or someone, it's like the heated energy. We use this Nekki because our physical body is heated up with that energy. So biological responses and the physical response. And then again, that's the oxygen of the soul. So in case of as a person, as a physical being, we use this hot energy feeding Nekki. And then it's also the world around us as the nature, because we are being part of nature. Nature is part of universe. So we are part of the universe, and the universe is within us, inside of our body. So being part of the universe. So we use that hot energy in also that energetic environmental expression, such as the air balloon, just the air, space, air balloon. There is an energy in the passionate chemistry in the air. So that creates the heat, the fire. And then when you put that heat under the balloon, and then the balloon's heated up energy lifting up that balloon. So lifted up that energy feeding. So that's also energy heated up. So the same as us, something ignited within us, we call as a passion, heated up our body. So something our heart is like so excited and feeding, hot feeding, and then our the heart is pumping more and more, and the body circulating faster, and then temperature, body temperature heated up. And so the as a human being, use that energy to create the another human as a baby. That's love, to create another human, sustaining our human beingness on this planet Earth. So that's also starting from this heated energy within us in a positive way somehow. And the other way that we notice this energetic chemistry happening in a life is the biological point of view. So some element came into inside our body biologically. Let's say the new viruses, for example, flu. So that newness came to our physical body and then challenges the balance internally our body. So the environment of inside of our body loses the familiar. So to work as to change for the better resonance in the harmony. So that create the energy. So that each of the cells inside of our body create the energy, and then that becomes the fever, and then we call it as a sickness, illness, flu, and then our body got fever and body aches, which is something happening inside of our body. The energy is ignited in some chemistry, which is perceived as human being as a negative effect because we feel pain. We associate the negativity as pain to that sensations happening inside of our body, in our universe within us, from the biological point of view. So this is the three kind of way to use this energy, but energy is energy. So in the air, inside of us, the biological, and then also being part of the universe in this physical body as being part of the universe in between as a human experience, as a life on earth. So I think that what we can consciously utilize is that we can be responsible for our own focus, because it's almost impossible to manage other person's focus, right? Because we are self focused. I mean, the consciousness is only a 5%. Subconsciously, unconsciously giving attention, that's another challenge to align to the heart of the matter. However, that we can use the 5% of our consciousness to give our attention to redirect the energy, because energy moves where attention is given. So when we give our attention to something ideal like love, passion, joy, happy, peace, and then the energy is supposed to align, resonate to that direction. And then using that hot energy, hotness, with our attention in the healthy alignment. That's something we can do to bring as in a conscious life creation, to reach the goal as the way resonate to the fulfilling, exciting experience. So I'd like to share with what we can do from that point of view. The idea is so passion is excitement and hot emotion. That's the feeling. And that is coming from inspiration, like inspiring inspiration inside of us. Instead of like motivation. Motivation is something coming outside from us. It's like motivated to do something because that's going to be more money, so I'm going to put more effort to work harder. That's outside element, is to forcing our physicality to do it more. So the energy is coming from outside of us instead of inside of us. So that's the motivation. In inspiration, inspiration is something like just excite us no matter what. It's like oxygen of the soul. So that's the inspiration, inspiring energy. So that's the huge difference in the wrong run, because somewhat creation need the continuous effort to reach the goal. So when the action and movement is coming from inspiration, it's more aligned to the effortless. Like we feel outside of time. But somewhat the motivation, you get to calculate the times and how soon it's going to be ended. It's some sort of like the part of us is left at home, at soul, to participate that creation. So the feeling one with the wholehearted activity is the inspirational participation, the spirit participation is needed. So then that feeding, something ignited. When we living life and then something come to us as an information, event, person, opportunity, and then we notice that, wait a second, this feels right, this feels resonant, this sounds good. That sense of senses, that's the observation, observe ourselves, or like some particular person, or particular business opportunity, or particular the opportunity to participate or go somewhere. It's like we feel that before thinking about it. Thinking is coming after when we feel it. So the feeling is a part of our sensor noticing it. So we must trust that sensor that something is matching to excitement. And then the switch is on. The something ignited. And then that switch is on, the energy started to heat it up, that emotional component. The biologically, some part of a cell's ignited, switches on and building up and heat it up and more excited about. So the body is becoming heated up and more excited, more productive in many different ways, or external, response to that, or creation, engaging into the event or action with other people, or the opportunity, the community, the passionate about. So it's coming to the within, starting within, and then share with others. So we can control that energy and use that for ourselves, using our attention to finding the resonate to that good feeling. And then we must trust that sense to participate without analyzing that is this good or bad, or when we think about that. And then sometimes most of the time we miss that resonance because everything is happening here now. When we missed the boat, and then I was like, oh shoot, it's too late. So it's always important to trust in that sense and then allow ourselves to change all the time. If we feel like, oh, it's a mistake that we made, and then we just shift and to find that other opportunity. So how we know is like the boiling up this feeling. Sometimes our body is create the chemistry to heat it up, hot feeling, to hot business deal, or the person who must be perfect for this purpose. And too much excitement makes us blind, or like $1 million ideas are so excited about. And then at the end of the day, cool it down a little bit, and then maybe it's not that so much. Do you know that feeling? Business idea or the person you met. In case of relationship, it's called a crush on someone. Or it's like when you're taking a shower and then it's like, oh gee, this is gonna be a great business plan idea. And then after the shower, it's not so much. Or if you had a meeting and then had a wonderful presentation and so excited about the person sharing, yeah, that might be a brilliant project idea. And then the next day, wait a second, it's not that too much. So might be a good idea to cool down a little bit and review and then change that. So the passion is sometimes is our chemical in the brain is excited about the fever, in a good way or negative or positive fever. After the fever, if you feel the same feeling, and then we may want to adapt and stick with it and then practice to continue. And then notice our feeling, the inspiration is still there. is your spirit is on board still. The soul is supporting in the resonance still after overnight. And then we may want to, that may deserve our attention for continuous effort and trusting that. And then when we experience enough, that is something that numbers, that we know that which is the truth. And this is hot fever. We all have hot fevers. So it's nice to have a partner to observe each other. Is this the flu, hot fever, or something really wholehearted participation, resonance? So excitement, heated energy ignited in the matching with wholehearted essence in the person and the event, ideas, opportunity. A spontaneous, enthusiastic, passionate experience in positive, high fever, in a celebrational, celebrating the life, being alive. So that's the energy of heated, passionate energy. Nekki, heat and energy together as one. This is Ami, the intuitive. You can learn about me and my work going to www.businessfocused.com, www.businessfocused.com. Thank you for allowing me to guide your attention. Look forward to seeing you next week at Let Me See What We See. Now my archive is available on YouTube. You can Google YouTube Clarity Specialist or Ami the Intuitive. Be sure to subscribe if you feel the resonance. Again, this is Ami the Intuitive. I see you next time. Until then, you have an awesome creation. Bye.